Hello, this is Bob Hollis with the Mobius Network and a brief tutorial on how to use the Slideshow plugin on WordPress. So when you first log in on WordPress, we're just here at the dashboard at the admin panel, and I'm going down here to the Slideshows plugin, and I haven't set anything up yet in Slideshows. So you can see there are no slideshows here. You can set general settings for the program here and talk about who can do what and what you want your defaults to be. I typically like a fade better than a slide, but it depends on what's being presented, and then you can change your style based on your theme and numerous other things that are pretty intuitive. If you read through there, you'll see what all you can do with that, and that's what you want to set up to get started with your defaults, so it saves a little work later on. And now I'm going to add a slideshow. I don't have any currently created, so I'm going to add one, and I'll just call this slideshow demo. And that's it. So we can see a few things here. One is we've got a shortcode right here we could use. So I can copy and paste this shortcode into any widget or into any page to show a slideshow on that page. So you can load one less widget by just loading it right there into the page. And again, you can set all your specifics down here in terms of timing, display settings, the responsiveness, which is for mobile devices. You can read through here and see what all the different options are and just select whichever you prefer. And then it's really simple to add any type of slide. So you can add an image slide, a text slide, or a video slide. If I want to add an image slide, I could either select and upload from my computer, or go into my media library. I've pre-uploaded a few. So I can even select more than one and add them at the same time. Let me just select 3 of these here. So I'll choose that one, and that one, and held my control key down to multi-select, command key on a Mac. And I'm not going to fill in any of these details here right now, but if I were uploading one at a time, I would make sure that I do at least the alt text and description to help with search engine optimization. But you can see here that these images are all loading in now. And let's say that I wanted to also add a text slide. I can click here and just type in whatever I want it to be, and choose a text color and background color. And we don't really need this, so I'll just delete that. And I could also add a video slide, and to do that I would just click video slide, and here is just an example of a video I created showing how to create email forwarders in cPanel. Now I can go back here and just put that YouTube ID in, and the ID is just this part here, so I can get rid of that, and that's the actual ID for the video. It's the tail end here after the equal sign, and those might look slightly different depending on how you got to it because of other tracking and those types of mechanisms. And then whether or not to show related videos, I'm going to say no and publish. Now this just does not put the slideshow live anywhere on the site at this time. In order to do that, I need to decide where I want it, and I can either go into widgets and I can add a slideshow widget, or I can paste that shortcode I previously showed into a widget that accepts shortcodes. And then the other thing I could do is go into a page or a post and put the slideshow there directly. So for example, if I go to all pages, and I already created an empty page here just called slideshow demo, and I'll edit that. So I could either paste that shortcode in, or I can use the option that's built in right here for insert a slideshow. So I'll choose that, and if we have more than one, they would show in a pull down here, drop down, that you can select from. Since we don't, that's what we've got to work with. So I put that in, and I can center it. I can add text above, oops, sorry, using an odd keyboard here, text on page above slideshow. And then you can put text below the slideshow as well. So I'll just do this, add that here, and say below. Just to give you an idea of how that shows up. So all I need to do is save that, update. And now if we go back out here and click the slideshow demo page, there's our slideshow. So you can see I've got a video here for the first one, and that would play right inside the page, and then it's going to rotate through the others. And you can see here that it's controlled by height. So if I wanted that to be a little taller and wider, all I would need to do is go back in to my slideshow settings. So I'm going back to slideshows, and edit the slideshow demo, and down here where we're saying slideshow's height is 200, let's change that to 400 and see how that looks. And it will increase width proportionally. So now if I come back and refresh, there we go. So that looks much better for the email forwarders and for our images that are sliding through. And any one of those images over here can be set to go to a specific URL and either open in the same window or a new window. And you always want to use a new window if you're taking somebody off of your website. Use the same window if you're keeping them on your website. General rule, there are always some exceptions, but that's the way you want to do it more than 90% of the time. And that's it for the tutorial. If you have any questions, contact Bob at themobiusnetwork.com. Thank you and happy hacking.